Hey, welcome to my channel and thanks for stopping by. So we're already well into March. So we're already into April, which means your clients are probably asking you for these spring-inspired balloon setups. So this means like beautiful pastel colors, just that light and airy feel, maybe lots of florals, things like that. Well, I was recently asked to make this butterfly-themed, spring-inspired balloon setup for a baby shower. And I was really excited about it because I was ready for something new, get away from the blacks and golds of the winter, and just really create something bright and beautiful. I incorporated a few new elements that I added to my inventory, including these square arches and also this really cute wood butterfly, like this freestanding butterfly. So in this video, I'm going to take you kind of just behind the scenes of the setup from start to finish. It's not so much a tutorial, it's more or less like a ride along. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. But before we get into that, I would love it if you would hit that like button and subscribe. These are the colors I bought and the quantity that I'm using. Well, I don't know if I'm going to use all of these, but yeah, so this is going to be double stuff. Well, I'm going to see what it looks like, this fuchsia, double stuff it into the pastel matte pink just to make a different shade of pink. Then I'll use the pastel matte pink in its own color, just single. Lilac pastel mattes, purple lilac color. I might try to double stuff this and create a second shade of purple, but I'm not sure. And then I have these peach blushes. This is the one I'm a little bit unsure of. I don't know how it will look inflated. I ended up going with just 4 colors. I went with the pastel matte pink inside of pearl, satin pearl, peachy blush inside of white, fashion white, pastel matte pink, and pastel lilac. I have 3 different sizes right now. This is a cluster of 8, all 11-inch, okay, in every color. This is also a cluster of 8, 7 11-inch balloons, and 1 18-inch balloon, except for this lilac because they didn't have 18-inch, they only had 24, so I just blew up an 11-inch a little bit larger. And these clusters are 6 11-inch and 2 16-inch, or 2 18-inch rather. To bring the whole butterfly theme together, I ordered these 3D paper butterflies from Amazon. I'll put the link to these in the description. It came with its own adhesive, and that was enough to put the butterflies together, but I also used this to stick the butterflies to the arch backdrops. Now I want to show you all really briefly how we made these wood butterflies from scratch. Took a 1/2-inch piece of sheet of ply from Home Depot, got a 4x8, cut it in half to make it 4x4, and then I think we cut that 4x4 to maybe like 3x4. I can't really remember what the width was. And I didn't actually use a template to make the to draw the butterfly out. We just, long story short, drew it by hand, just making a little scale on the actual wood, but you can buy a template from Etsy and use that instead. Let's get into these square arches. We made these 2. One was 7x7, the other was 6x6, but I say make it any size you want, as big or as small as you need it to be. These were also made with 1/2-inch ply, 4x8 sheets, cut down. I don't remember the width, I'm sorry. And then I just hand painted them to the color that fit the theme. I think it's best to paint props and backdrops because you can just really customize it to match the balloons exactly. That's my favorite way of doing it. Yeah, this theme was spring inspired, but it was definitely cold on this day. If you're in the Northeast, you know what type of weather we've been getting, but still. We kept it warm and bright inside with these colors and these butterflies and the florals that you'll see soon. This is me just kind of doing this setup. So listen, I put my camera on time lapse and I didn't really realize how fast the time lapse was. It's too fast to actually show you step by step of what I'm doing. That's why I gave the disclaimer that it's not a tutorial, it's more like a ride along, but I'll explain briefly. So I put the clusters together, just tied them by the necks, creating these base structures, and then slowly built out the base to make it more wide by adding various size clusters here and there. For the base structure, I alternated with all 3 cluster sizes that I showed you in the beginning. I kept the clusters with 2 18-inch balloons more toward the bottom to keep it fuller, with just a few in the middle, and at the very top I used mostly the 11-inch clusters only. then did the 5-inch fillers and my florals. And this is how it came together. I really like how it turned out. I was happy with the butterfly. The arch backdrops, they make a nice statement, but yet they're so easy to transport because you can break them down. If you want to learn how to make these square arches for your next project, I got you. There's a link right down in my description to the video that gives you step-by-step instructions on how to make this exact setup with some behind the scenes. If you made it through this far in the video, I just want to say thank you for stopping by and for watching. I would love to see your comments at the bottom. Let me know what you think. Also, tell me about what you're doing for spring and what you would like to see from me next.